welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's video because today we're doing a pick a card to see the entire rest of the year in love, to see everything that's going to happen for the rest of the year in love and romance, and you know who's coming through, what's happening. So my Etsy shop is linked in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, you know, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just going to jump right in. So we got group 1 with the Apatite Stone. We've got group 2 with the Sunstone. We've got group 3 with the Sodalite. And we have group 4 with the Amazonite. So like I said, you know, pause the video if you're needing more time to pick your pile. Other than that, we're just gonna get started. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Apatite Stone Crystal Point, this is your reading. And we are using the Modern Witch Tarot for you guys today to get into the rest of the year in love. So I'm super excited. Spirit, show me the main themes for group 1. What are they? You know what? I'm actually going to start with this romance deck to see the main themes. The tried and true romance angel. Spirit, show me the main themes for group 1 in love. And then we'll break it down from there. Ooh, you know what? You guys, right away, Spirit is coming through with this energy like, you know, perhaps you haven't been honest about what it is that you're wanting, or you haven't declared it. Oh my God, I had such a bad throat chakra block in the past because of a relationship that I was with that made it hard even after I was out of that relationship to say out loud what I wanted, because I was so used to like having my throat chakra suppressed and not saying something, you know, just not to cause problems in that relationship. So, you know, I feel that throat chakra energy like in my chest right now. You guys may honestly be scarred from a past relationship, or have some sort of throat chakra block, or maybe you're just embarrassed. There's an energy here of you, some of you maybe don't want to be domestic, you don't want to be that girl, that guy, whatever it is. Like there's like some sort of like, not shame, but just like, ugh, it doesn't feel right to say what it is that you want. And I really do feel like that's step 1 for you guys having a good rest of your year in love. So it came out first. We're tapping into the main themes. This doesn't even have to be a big deal if we can just handle this energy right now. So we have let your friends help you and heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other is what it says at the bottom of heart-to-heart conversations. Ask for and accept support from others is what it says at the bottom of let your friends help you. So there's an energy here of you talking to your angels and spirit and being honest about what it is you're looking for, no matter how otherworldly it seems. Whether it's, you know, I don't want to seem like, you know, that person that just wants to get married and just wants to vegetable out, but that's not what you're doing. You know, don't allow the world or society to condition you to think that whatever way you want to live your life has any connotation. Like, mind your business. That's the problem. Not enough people mind their business. They want to talk about what the next person is doing. You don't have to share what's going on in your home, what's going on in your head, what's going on in your life and your relationship with other people. So that's number 1. But I really feel like this is about talking to spirit and being honest. Like, even if you want to date 3 people at once, like I'm telling you, no matter what, spirit knows your heart. Spirit has watched you, been around you for your entire life. So it's like, Spirit already knows, but declare it, because we have free will. So, you know, heart-to-heart conversations, I feel like it's really time to communicate what it is you're looking for. And for those of you who this is talking about someone in the 3D, you've been stuck on that person long enough. It's time to stop giving them your time. It's time to lay it all out there so you can know whether or not you can move forward or not. Because if this is a conversation that needs to happen with a person, you know, that's likely been keeping you from experiencing love. You could have had love come through, you know, much sooner if you knew what was going on with this situation. Like if you knew whether or not you were moving forward with this person or not. So for you guys, group 1, the energy I get right away is there's so much that's been taken of your time, whether it's, you know, you having a throat chakra block and not saying what it is that you want for your life, or you avoiding a conversation that's really needing to happen. So much time spent has been on that, you know, and it's held you back. So like I said, this doesn't even have to be a thing if we can just nip it in the bud right now, today, you know, just have a really heart-to-heart conversation. I like to talk in the shower as well, and then you also get a little bit of that quantum leap energy, so that's always good. Speak to the water and speak to spirit at the same time, and ask the water for help and support. And you can ask and program the water in your body for help and support. We're like 70% made up of water, but that's a place where it's like, okay, you got the shower going, you can even put some like ambient music on in the background so you really can't even hear yourself, you know, and say what's on your mind, even if you know, speak quietly, you know. All right. Wow. We have romantic feelings and unrequited love. So the truth is, you know, things have not been able to come together. You've experienced unrequited love because it's almost a little bit of self-sabotaging energy. Like, you may have entertained connections with people that you don't even want in your life, don't just want, period, because you're afraid to go for or ask for what it is that you really want. So your dating pool has been not in alignment with what you truly want or who you truly are. So it's like you haven't found a relationship that matches your frequency because you're not putting yourself in those spaces. And also, you know, it's time to, you know, have this heart-to-heart conversation. If you've been stuck on someone for months, years, and it's been unrequited love, it's time to give them that ultimatum, because they're stealing your time. They're not even stealing your time. You're giving them your time, and they're not even asking for it or doing anything for it to keep it, like, you know, and it's time for that release. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And again, this is definitely tapping into like whoever you've been dating. It's just, there's been a disconnect. It hasn't been working because these people aren't truly in alignment with you. And the truth is, you're ready. We got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So you're ready. You're ready to give someone your all. And it's just like, you haven't been able to, either because they're not in alignment, they don't want to accept your love, or, you know, you're self-sabotaging, putting yourself in position to date people that just aren't authentic to what you need or what you want. So it's like you keep kind of running into these problems, and it's time for some new love, baby. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings is happening. By the end of the year, there is someone new in your life that you're finding to be very important to you, someone you like a lot. But there's definitely a release here, whether it's a release in personal blocks or whether it's a release of someone that at one point in your journey you really thought was the one, you really thought you were going to be with. There's a release. Yeah, we got too many cooks in the kitchen as well. So you may be trying to go about dating just the wrong way. Like, you may be opening yourself up to too many people because maybe you don't know what it is that you want, but it's just causing you to end up in this like mess. Like, I don't like none of yous. You're ready though. We got happy family and commitment. I'm also getting a little bit of a 2-for-1 special energy here, where you guys want to get along with your person's friends, or you want your friends to get along with the person you're dating. That's also something important to you. So maybe, you know, whoever you've dated in the past, like your friends do not like them at all. You want that difference. You want to be welcomed by their friends, and vice versa, with happy family and commitment. So by the end of the year, I want to say if. I really do, because it's not guaranteed. I want to say if for you guys. If you do this part, you will end up in a relationship with someone who's committed to you, and someone who you can have a happy family with, where your friend groups like each other. Even maybe some of your friends end up dating. That would be super cool, you know. But new love and, you know, a solid commitment is on the horizon for you. But it's a possibility. It's not a guarantee, only because, like, if you were to just do nothing and we were to see what happened, I don't feel like anything would change, to be honest. And that's another thing. Like, a lot of people, they'll get readings and they'll get pumped up and then end up feeling lied to. And it's like, well, all of the steps that spirit was leading you to, you weren't taking, because you were like, I got my reading, I'm good, like it's coming for me. And it is, but you know, Spirit is sending you different signs and signals and telling you where to go and what to do. And if you ignore that, then you're impacting your future. Again, free will. You know, Spirit can't force a relationship onto you. I actually had someone, this is really funny. I actually had someone who I'd been doing readings with for a while, and she went on this date, and we had been looking for this person because I felt this person coming on, da 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 da. So she's finally on the date. Child, why did this lady lead with her super harsh opinions? And also, she went to the date like freshly out of the gym, and I'm like, oh my God. I was so shook, like, no, you did not. And I know her, so I talked to her like a friend. I'm like, girl, you better stop playing on my top, because I did not tell you that just because this is the person of your dreams, the person we've been waiting for, that they gonna deal with your fishy smelling self from the jail. I'm sorry, but ma'am, let's not do that. Let's not, like, I'm like, girl, I know you lying. I know you lying. So anyways, don't self-sabotage. She is like my bestie. We've seen each other in real life. We have a real friendship. So it's just funny. Like, girl, no, you did not. Like, you had tried that. And then she's like, well, you said. I'm like, don't play on my top. Do not play on my top. I did not tell you to do that. So anyways, make sure you're doing your part, because everything has an impact still. We got the real thing. I absolutely love this. So yeah, you guys, I really do see you manifesting the real thing, the real deal, like kind of like the partner that you've been craving and wanting on a spiritual level internally. I see you manifesting that person. If you can release whatever is in the way. Too many cooks in the kitchen lets me know there's too many people around you. You're like speed dating, going on multiple dates, and it's just kind of confusing you. Hold yourself back. Don't give everyone a date. Take the time to decide what you're looking for. Write it down so you can compare that to paper. You know, a lot of times when we go on dates and we're just like, well, that felt really good and that was fun, so this must be a match. But it's like, this person is still not in alignment at all with us. You can have a good time with anyone. That's just the truth. We're all human, sharing this human experience. It's like a party on earth. You're gonna get along with damn near anyone unless they like are rude or like do something crazy. So for you guys, writing it down would really be helpful. That way you can go home after the date and you can say, okay, I had a good time, but they don't have any of this on this list, you know? And then also we have jealousy. I feel like the only reason you guys would have to be jealous, I get a very positive energy for you. I feel like you guys are fun. I feel like you care about people, you care about your friends. I get a very warm, whole energy from you guys. Where it's like you're fun, maybe a little spicy. It's not that you're nice all the time, but you really are someone good to have in, you know, your corner. And with this jealousy energy, I feel like it's just maybe you comparing like, well, other people didn't have to do all of that. Other people got it sooner. You don't know what they did in their past lives to get where they are now. Nobody tells you like that super cringy stuff, you know, so you don't know what they actually did or went through to get in that situation. And you also just don't know like genetically, spiritually, where that person is at. So don't compare your journey. It's a waste of time. And it'll cause your worldview to be totally inaccurate. Ugh, I really don't want to take these. I don't feel like these were your cards. Spirit, give me the messages for group 1. The journey, I'm hearing. The journey. And it's time to face it. And it's like big for you for whatever reason. I feel like you guys, you may struggle with anxiety because there's an energy here of not wanting to close yourself off, because if you close yourself off, then that means it won't come through. That's like a guarantee, but that's not at all true. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. Spirit is saying you've left no space for divine intervention, and you've left no space for Spirit to come through and kind of mystify you and allow things to come together. It's a huge commitment, and when you're ready, we have the Queen of Cups here. When you're ready, it will happen. There's just like this energy of you guys maybe quitting on the journey before you got the blessing, or before you got your message you were waiting for, or before Spirit came through with, like, there's this energy of you guys reverting back into the space where you were doing things your own, and you're like, oh, I'm not waiting for spirit, I'm not waiting for a miracle, I'm gonna, you know, put myself out there or do what I need to do. Either that or just not setting any intention at all. We have the Temperance card in reverse. There's just like this energy of extremes. Like maybe you haven't set any intention at all. Maybe you've taken dating into your own hand. Like regardless of where you are on the spectrum of what you've been doing, there's like this energy of extremes. And also this, yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse is like, I want to have fun. I want to do my own thing. I'm not going to hold myself back. I'm not going to miss out on the journey or miss out on someone. I don't have a problem with dating. I'm a great conversationalist, but you may have come across as controlling or too intense or not in the moment because you're looking for something from someone versus sharing the experience with them. There's just like this energy of what you've been doing. It really feels like it would have been the best way to do it, but Spirit's been kind of trying to nudge you into a different direction. Four of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, like no luck or serendipity, no space for luck, serendipity, divine intervention, control, and also a desire to have fun, which nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to do something, like anytime you have to be disciplined, that is a total different frequency than fun per se, because you have to be focused, and it doesn't matter if it's love or if it's a job you're trying to get. Anytime you're trying to get a certain thing out of that, you do have to be disciplined. So it's like, you know, no problem with having fun if you're also not looking for anything. But when you are looking for something and you're ready as you are, that's when it kind of gets counterintuitive. So we got the Tower in reverse and the Star in reverse. I don't feel like you guys have been through, some of you have, but I don't feel like you guys have been through like, I mean, heartbreak sucks, but I don't feel like you guys have been through like anything traumatic per se, where it's like, oh, you were a victim of something crazy, you know, in your relationships. Tower in reverse, like things haven't hit the fan and been too awful, but also you haven't ever experienced like the magic of someone charming you and really being there for you and being that amazing person for you. It's like, I feel like you guys are disconnected from the experience. We have the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's like no trust here in the universe. There's all trust in yourself, which is good, but too much of anything can be a bad thing. High Priestess, it's hard. Yeah, we have detachment, power, and rejection. So you may have, you know, taken power over rejection by being detached, but it also hasn't allowed you to fully experience anything. There's this interesting, I keep hearing self-sabotage, and it's like not self-sabotage in a traditional sense. It's self-sabotage in the sense that you do things that keep you from getting hurt, but also keep you from getting what it is that you want, and then not setting intention. So it's like, well, I don't want for anything, so that's also a protection mechanism, but it's still not getting you forward. I feel like the end of this year can be really good, or it can be more of the same. It's a huge, with you guys, it's less about, oh, what's coming in. Your journey is definitely about, okay, are we going to tap into this Queen of Cups energy where we know that we are the Queen of Cups, so of course we will attract what it is we're looking for, where we can trust our partners, trust spirit. It's way more personal. Triumphant success and temptation. Yeah, spirit is saying you want to win, and you may have a problem with impulse control. I know I do. That's a part of my shadow. Like, impulse control isn't so bad if you're like on your way home, and even though you have healthy food, you stop at Taco Bell. It's not so bad then, but it does get bad if you're like, I'm already at the bar, might as well have 3 more drinks. It is bad if it's like, he's a nice guy, why not go to his place even though I just met him? Like, it can be very, very counterintuitive. Impulse control. And with you guys, I feel like your impulse control really applies to your personal power, because you love to feel powerful and you love the feeling of your own power. That at that frequency of being in your power feels so good, but it also has kept you from co-creating with someone, you know. So I feel like new love can come in and it can be exactly what it is you want, but there's such a huge commitment to the process that would have to happen for that to be the case. And at this point, it's like, it could go either way. It's like 50-50. Like some of you will do more of the same because it would take like a whole change internally. Maybe even a period of solitude, a solo journey, hermit mode. We got solitude there, triumph and mental conflict. So you want to win and you are ready. You're ready to go for the gusto. You're ready to have the love of your life. You are ready. You're so ready for like exactly what it is you've asked for. And it's just about surrendering to that journey and being disciplined enough to hold. And like I said, you know, for me, it took years to, it's going to take a change, a huge change internally. For me, it took years to learn how not to fall prey to my impulse control. Like I had to set up, it was just so much. It was just so much. Spirit, what else can you tell me for the rest of the year in love for group 1? We got healing chaos. So your journey has been fun and very hectic, and I do feel more of that in your future, but like channeled chaos where it's like not keeping you from the things that you want, and there's a safety net of security with being in a relationship and that community that you've been looking for. I see that happening. Honestly, it's 50-50 with you guys. It really is. Some of you will say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna party for a while longer. I'll try this next year or you know, at some other time. Some of you are gonna say, all right, I hear you, universe, and I am fully ready now, so I'm going to follow those intuitive nudges and get on that path that leads me where I want to be so I can have what I want. And that's what I got for you, group 1. My Etsy is linked below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that was your message. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose group 2 with the Sunstone Crystal Point, this is your reading. We're using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot for you guys today to see the rest of the year in love. So let's get into our first romance deck. Spirit, give me an overview of the rest of the year in love, and then we'll branch out from there. Ooh, this is good energy. I don't want to assume what's happening. I want one more card to confirm. Spirit, show me the rest of the year. Oof. Woo! Okay. So the energy that I was getting at first was like an energy of you having a heart-to-heart conversation with someone and both of you guys enjoying the honeymoon phase. It feels like a new energy. For some of you, it's not a new energy, but there's definitely a heart-to-heart conversation happening. So if this is happening with someone who's completely new in your life, both of you are like, listen, this is what I've experienced in love, or not even worrying about the past. This is what I'm looking for moving forward, and giving the other person the opportunity to decide whether or not they want to move forward or not, and you know, with you. And I see you are moving forward, and you know, you're enjoying that honeymoon phase. However, we got pay attention to the red flags and soulmate. So for some of you, you're moving into a romantic energy with someone who you already recognize as a soulmate or someone who is important to you. And both of you are having a heart-to-heart conversation, and you're agreeing to actually try to do this, to move forward romantically. But there's that pay attention to the red flags card. So we'll see how everything unfolds. Honeymoon says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Heart-to-heart conversation says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I feel both parties keeping it real. I feel that both parties are interested, and regardless, I see you moving forward with someone. So if you're not talking to someone right now, or you know, there's someone in your life that you wouldn't, you know, there's no one in your life that you would consider to be a soulmate, then obviously you're on the end of those in this group who are dealing with someone new. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. For you guys, single Pringles, no one in your life, pay attention to the red flags means still make sure you are laying that solid foundation. Make sure you're not getting too swept up in the honeymoon phase to where you start to throw caution to the wind like you have in the past, or just, you know, something you don't want to do in general. Soulmate says yes. This is your soulmate. So regardless, and I also feel like this is why the conversation is so well received, because this is a soulmate, someone who already feels that higher level of connection with you. They're much more receptive to you, you know, laying it out there and being like, hey, listen, I definitely think that there's more to this connection than meets the eye. Like, I feel like you're my soulmate. Or, you know, I want to move forward and this is what I'm looking for. Anything else from here, Spirit? Okay. So the last card that came out of that romance deck is trust. The situation is calling you to have faith, is what it says at the bottom of that card. So as far as an overview of the rest of the year for you guys in Love Group 2, what I can see is a honeymoon phase with someone, you starting to date someone exclusively and seriously. And both of you are mutually agreeing that you're not dating other people. This is a soulmate energy. And I also see you guys being very honest with each other. And with the trust card, it's like you're letting your guard down. You're allowing yourself to feel. You're allowing yourself to be vulnerable. This doesn't mean you're telling this person everything about you and you're, you know, taking things too far as what you're revealing and giving and sharing. But you are allowing yourself to like feel, to engage, to really be in this, you know, and for some of you, that's a big deal. So Spirit, getting more intricate now. The rest of the year in love for Group 2. Oh, wow. Oh my God, really? Okay, so we have let's take a break and pump your brakes. And then we have apples to oranges, which is that dating card. So you guys may be dating someone, but on a break with that person, and all of a sudden you're dating. I gotta say, this energy feels different than this energy. So this, if you already have a soulmate on your mind and you're having a heart-to-heart conversation with that person and you're moving forward with that person, this isn't someone new to you. This is yet another person, an ex from the past coming back, someone that says, like, I didn't want you, or I'm not trying to move forward with you, or let's take a break, whatever the situation was. Someone who was really like, no, no, no before is like, all of a sudden like, wait, hold on. I can't believe you're dating someone else. But let's take a break and pump your brakes is like, this person was really pushing you away. And now that you're in the honeymoon phase, you know what? That could be what this red flag energy is. Soon as you're happy, someone's coming back into your life. That's a red freaking flag. If you have a soul tie with that person, aka if you've been intimate with that person, mind, body, soul, physically, spiritually, you know, whatever, if you've experienced this person in the other dimension, you got a soul tie. That's just the way it works. You don't have that connection with people who are just like random. There's no higher thing going on with. But it's like, soon as you're like, okay, fine, apples to oranges, I'm going to open myself up to date someone else. Even though I really want this apple, I'm going to see what the oranges are hitting for. I'm going to see what else is out there. All of a sudden, manifesto, have a heart. I don't want you to change. No, I do feel like you're the perfect person for me. And with the have a heart energy, I feel like Spirit's kind of telling you that too. Like, even though you have the ability to say, you know what, I'm with this new person now and, you know, they're taking care of me well and I'm enjoying it. I feel like this is telling you not to feel stronger towards the person you're in this honeymoon phase with. Don't allow this situation to trick you into falling into harder love with this person. Like, still give it time. But also, I definitely give that energy where Spirit is like, okay, let this person say what they need to say. Let them have their little manifesto. And, have a heart with the process. That makes me so uncomfortable, that just the way you are energy. Like, why did it take this for you to feel that way? That's sus. That is not normal. Spirit, what else can you tell me about the rest of the year for Group 2? Oh my god. We have reunion and soulmate. So soulmate energy coming up twice. You guys, you're gonna have to sort through the details right now, like for your personal story, because it's getting confusing. We have so many energies here. We got the soulmate confirmation. This could be a life lesson soulmate, whereas this is a romantic soulmate. You know, there's life lesson soulmates put into our life to teach us things, to show us things about ourselves, etc., to help us grow and evolve. And then there's romantic soulmates, which typically come after the life lessons are pretty much completed, where it's like, you know, the person that you really just mesh well with, like the romantic soulmate, the person that you just really feel like is your other half, your person kind of thing. Oh my God. You're really having to make your mind up about what you want to do, because this is potentially 3 people here, you guys. I feel like 2 people for sure, but with that soulmate energy, I'm just not getting the confirmation intuitively. Like, yeah, it's a double confirmation for the soulmate energy. Like, yes, absolutely, you have a soulmate coming through this year, but intuitively, I'm not getting like that. Yes, this is talking about this. It's not coming, and I'm like, Spirit, okay, who is this? And that feels like untapped. So you guys, this year, the rest of the year may really be insane for you. We have clean the clutter. You're having to maneuver through all of these love offers, all of these options, and ultimately decide what's for you, you know, what you want moving forward. So that's one thing for certain that you can't avoid. One thing for certain that will be happening for all of you. You will have to like make your mind up of what you want. But we have love of a lifetime in just the 2 of us. So this situation, okay, whoever you choose by the end of this year is going to be in your life for some years, a long time. Love of a lifetime, I really do feel like it will be a special relationship, really good, but they're just different. They're just different. You know, at the end of the day, nobody is perfect. So even if it took like a triggering situation, like this person knowing that you're with someone else to get them to realize that this is where they want to be, you got to make decisions for you, okay? If you can get through it, if you can process it, allow yourself to choose your own happiness, because you know who's not going to be in the bed with you at the end of the night? Me or anybody else who's got something to say. So ultimately you have to choose what's best for you, even though it's like, you know, a little bit uncomfortable, not ideal. You still have to make the decision that's best for you. I can't, you know, pretend like these cards did not come out. Love of a lifetime, just the 2 of us. Whoever you choose, you're going to have a very strong connection with, and they're going to be in your life for years, and it's going to be a good connection at that. So I can't, you know, say, nah, but don't trust them because of the reason that they're coming back. Like, nobody's perfect, and sometimes that's just how it is. You know, sometimes you just have to see someone with what it is that you want, whether that's an item or a, you know, person, whatever, to like really kick yourself into gear. Like, okay, I really do want that for myself. So we have building up the nerve and give them a chance. I feel like this is Spirit saying like, listen, I got some tricks up my sleeve. I got some things on lock, because there's also a connection that isn't gonna come right away. This, I feel like, will be here within the next month or so, the next 2 months maybe. This is gonna be triggered by this situation, and then we have this like cold soulmate energy. And I say cold not in this person is cold as in I can't intuitively feel who this is talking about. So it's not this person or this person, it's yet another freaking soulmate. I'm like, oh my God, your love life is popping. Give them a chance, building up the nerve. So that's kind of like, give them a chance to come through. They're building up the nerve to approach you, to make something happen with you. Building up the nerve energetically, like they're moving where you are, or life is happening where it's like this person is getting led to you. So I feel like even if you say, you know what, I don't want none of these, there's still yet another option that you will have. And regardless, I feel like it's a lucky transit for you. If you have any of those astrology apps, I would check them out and see if there's any transits happening right now that have to do with like love or expansion or magical surprises in your personal like transit chart, because that's just the tea. We also got the 2 of Swords, so you guys may have a Libra Venus, or you may have some Libra energy there, just because it's coming through as a little indecisive. Indecisive, specifically when it comes to love. It may be hard for you to say no to people, or to not see where something goes. Like, it's hard for you to say no to untapped potential, and this situation really does it is kind of calling you to make a decision, like who you want to move forward with, and there's really like no wrong option. But Two of Swords is also a card of things kind of being concealed and hidden. So I don't feel like this third energy you've even noticed. This could be someone you work with that you just literally haven't noticed. Yeah, you're having a hard time deciding who you want to be with, because that Four of Wands came out sideways. Four of Wands is a part of marriage, really coming together long term, for sure. And it's like, you don't want to make a wrong choice. It's hard for you to decide who you want. You don't want to end up hurt again. And also, you want to be fair to yourself, but it's hard to be fair to yourself for whatever reason. We have the Five of Cups, kind of putting a bad taste in your mouth, making you want to say like, forget all these options. I don't want to deal with none of this because I don't like the way it's making me feel. It's making me feel confused. It's making me feel pressure. I don't like it. So I just don't even want to deal with it, period, because of that. But there's also an energy of, but this is what I freaking deserve. Like, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have all these options. I deserve to live my, like, Sex in the City, Gossip Girl dreams and have all this craziness happening in my love life. Like, regardless of my past and what I have experienced, I deserve to still have this experience. And, you know, there's a lot of confusion and frustration. It's really hard for you guys. It really is hard for you. I feel like you may have discovered some magical manifestation method, or I don't know, it's just, like I said, transient, like your time. We got the Tower at the bottom of the deck, which is like big change energy. You may be seeing combinations of fives as angel number messages. But there's just like this energy here of you guys. The underlying energy is, it was always going to happen at this time. The underlying energy is, it's just the time. Something about the time. Like, the underlying energy is, a lot of change was always set to happen at this time. Like, the last 3 months of the year, I really feel like are going to be insane. You just, like, it's like, there's like an energy of wanting to tap out, not wanting to choose anyone, because you just don't like this feeling. You don't like this energy. It's foreign to you, or you wish you could just do one person at a time. You may be like a, you know, serial monogamous, someone who really is used to giving your time, energy, effort into one relationship at a time. But this, oh, there's another one that had flipped over. This situation is like causing you to have to date multiple people, and that's just not something you're used to. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse, you don't have enough time to think. The Star card, at the bottom of the deck, it's like, it's insanity. Wish fulfillment. This is the time you've been waiting for, but you have to choose, and you like kind of just wish that spirit could have told you, like, okay, this is your perfect partner, this is who you should choose. And because you have the option, surprisingly, it's making you uncomfortable. We got the Three of Cups. I see you getting taken on a lot of dates, getting treated. Three of Cups is a card of celebration. You know, this person could be asking you to be their date to a wedding or to some sort of celebration. But Page of Swords in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, you still don't feel very comfortable. Like, even though this is such a happy time, it's still, it's just like oddly bittersweet. It's oddly bittersweet because it's so overwhelming, and you're like, damn, I'm really about to be a married woman, a married man, or in a long-term relationship. I am really choosing who I'm going to do this thing called life with. And it's going to be a pretty permanent decision. You can always get out of any decision. But like I said, I felt from the get-go like years long, like 3 years minimum. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't go in a committed energy. Yeah, we got fertility and recognition and reward. And both of these are card number 3. So you guys may be seeing 303, 313, 333. 3 is maybe significant to you in some way. But you're just fertile as hell right now, energetically. You're in a very fertile energy. And we have recognition and reward. You're also getting, that's another thing. Like, it's like the Dharma is stacked on top of just like divine timing, is stacked on top of your personal fertility, is stacked on top of whatever revelations you've had about manifesting and allowance. So everything is just stacked on top. It's like beating a piñata and you're the person that finally gets that thing to pop, and just being showered with candy, just being showered with blessings. It's just very overwhelming. It's a lot. But, you know, recognition and reward, that's that dharma, the positive, you know, kind of karma for whatever it is that you've invested and what you've gone through. And we got rest and rejuvenance at the bottom of the deck. So you likely thought that you were going to get to rest and this was going to be a chill time of your life. You were kind of like gearing up for the holidays, you know, Halloween, fall, pumpkin spice lattes, Christmas, New Year's. Like you were kind of like getting ready just for the holidays and to just enjoy it because you like pumpkin patches, whatever. Like you like this time of year, donuts, fall, it really is fabulous. But that's how they bamboozle us to get us ready for winter, so we don't kick and scream, because we're like low-key enjoying the time, and all the merriment distracts us from the winter. But anyways, we got rest and rejuvenate. So you thought that you were just gonna have a chill rest of the year, but to have all of these options, it would seem like fun, but it really is crazy. And it's like, well, how do you think they get whole shows out of this concept of dating multiple people? How do you think they get a whole storyline and millions of dollars and paying actors and sets and all sorts if it wasn't like tea, if it wasn't like really a dramatic and chaotic thing to experience in real life? So you're experiencing it in real life and you're like, whoa, 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 hold the freaking phone. I was not prepared for all of this. I really feel like it's transient though. It has something to do with your chart, because the timing of it all, it just seems like so many things happening at once. So we have Universe, which would be the World card in a traditional tarot deck, and the Heart Chakra. It could be a heart chakra awakening that's causing this. You know how people go, you know, certain people walk into a room and it's like, I can't point out why I'm so attracted to this person or why I feel so drawn to them, why I think they're cool. I can't tell you why they work the room so well, but there's just something about them. They got that thing. That thing is an open heart chakra. That thing is vulnerability. Vulnerable enough to stand in who they are and to move around the room like they don't have something to hide, and they're proud of who they are, and also their excitedness and their desire to connect with other people and see who they are. And man, there's so much going on for you guys. That's what I got for you. Universe, the World card is, you know, completion. The World card is having experienced all the lessons and ups and downs, but also having in the end what it is that you wanted for yourself. So that's where you're at, group 2. That is the rest of the year in love. My Etsy shop is linked in the description if you want a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you guys today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Sodalite Crystal Point, this is your reading. We're using the Tarot of the Divine for you guys today to see what is going on the rest of the year. All right, Spirit, this is for group 3 with the Sodalite. Show me the rest of the year for group 3. Give me an overview. Overview of the rest of the year. Chemistry. Ooh. I just heard crush. I'm not gonna take those. Wow. Wow. So for you guys, it's looking like sooner rather than later. And it's funny because for group 2, I was getting more of an energy where it's like, okay, the last 3 months and for the rest of the year, complete and utter total chaos. So much happening in love, so much happening for them romantically, just popping out of nowhere, craziness. And for you guys, it's looking like sooner rather than later. So we have Express Your Love very soon, and Chemistry. So you guys could already be feeling someone at this point. There could be someone that you already kind of have your mind on, that you're wanting things to develop with, but we'll see. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. There's an energy here of you guys kind of allowing yourself to do whatever you want to do. Like, I feel attracted to this person, so I'm not going to keep myself from not getting the chance to experience love because I don't want to say anything. There's just like an energy of you being like, who cares? I'm seeing Lady Gaga for whatever reason. You guys may have really liked Lady Gaga when you were younger, or still. You may really admire her confidence. But I'm getting that energy of Lady Gaga. You know, you see her in interviews and she's like, literally, who cares? Who cares? She's such a free spirit. And I see you guys tapping into that. Like, if I want to kiss this person in a bar, I'm going to kiss them. If I want to have a conversation with this person, I'm going to have a conversation with them. If I want to compliment them, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And that's just period. So very freeing. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now is what it says at the bottom of very soon. So I feel like there's a switch that is happening. It could be you switching into this I don't care energy, or just free energy. It could be you making this decision like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to allow myself to live. I've spent so much time just combing through what has come to me, but I'm going to come to what it is that I want, and I'm going to live free, and I'm going to live for me, and I'm going to experience love, and I'm going to have fun. I just get such a freed energy from you guys. We got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, is what it says at the bottom of that one. So we'll keep going. This is just our overview, and then we'll get more specific with the next romance deck. We got reconciliation and finances and career. You know what? I feel like you guys have been kind of like suppressed by your financial situation. You may be that kind of person. For me personally, I don't like to go out. I don't like to hang out with my friends. I don't like to, and it's not the best thing, but it's just how I feel. Like, if I'm not doing well financially, or if my life isn't how I want it to be, I don't want to hang out with people. I can't release and feel free when I know I got bills to pay. If I don't got the money for it, like, how? I don't understand. I don't understand. But tapping into this energy, I feel you guys saying, I'm going to make the most of what I have now. So, meeting people may not be in a traditional sense for you. You may not meet people like going out, going on dates where you would have to spend money. You may meet people literally just living your freaking life, going downtown, or going, to the city and just going to different businesses and just shopping, living life, making friends, just meeting people, talking to people. There's an energy of you making connections by living. You're not allowing your financial situation to determine whether or not you get to live happy, and then we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So for as far as an overview for the year, rest of the year, I see you guys releasing, feeling free. Chemistry, I just heard 3 with that. So 3 people you're having chemistry with. There's a reconciliation. That's obviously a specific person. And then we have finances and career affecting your dating life. And I feel like that's a part of what you're working around. Ooh. I'll keep it. So we have keep an open mind, heart-to-heart conversations, and getting to know each other. Exactly. Like, I see you guys meeting people. I see you meeting people, getting to know people. As you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens, is what it says at the bottom of getting to know each other. And then we have keep an open mind. So I really see you kind of talking. I went on a date with this guy, and he was like that. I don't know what it was. It's personally never happened to me. But we were just walking downtown. I was showing him the city. He was new to the city, and someone randomly was like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" He's not from here. He's not from the state I live in at all. And he was like, "Oh, what's up?" And then they just start talking. Like, what the hell? I think it's just an energy you give off. And so many people are focused on getting to their destination because they don't want to seem like weird or anything like that. So they don't have conversations on the way by. But some people, they just, I don't know, they have the thing. They just have the ability to have conversations with people, whether or not they know them. And I don't know, that's just their energy. So I feel this energy with you guys, like with you releasing the pressure and allowing yourself to live. So much of your life has been just experiencing, dealing with, or working through what it is that's handed to you. But you're saying, this is what I want for my life. This is what I'm gonna do. This is like, it's all about you. It really is. Heart-to-heart conversations. I see you talking to a lot of people. And I also see that you know, with the keep an open mind card, what it is you're looking for or expecting, or what it is you would call into your life may be different than what it is you experience. I see this as a very liberating experience. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other is what it says at the bottom of heart-to-heart conversations. It's giving born this way. Like, I am who I am. Even if you come off as a bit awkward, even if you aren't the best at conversation, you're still allowing yourself to connect with people. You're ignoring the BS that you see online that keeps you investing in certain things and ideas, that keeps you under control, and you're allowing yourself to live. You're like, okay, well, maybe I do have a awkward conversation, but I'm not going to assume that there's nothing that I can, you know, get from this person or learn from this person or experience with this person. I'm not going to miss out on human interaction just because social media is filled with a bunch of people who like are uncomfortable. Like, that doesn't have to be my experience. I'm going to allow myself to live, even if it is awkward and uncomfortable. So the interesting thing though, I'm not picking up on the thing, because I'm like, well, if you're meeting so many people, like, are you joining, like, are you getting into something? I'm not seeing that. So maybe I'll get it from the tarot, but I would just personally assume that, you know, maybe you're getting into a writer's group, or maybe you're getting into a club of people that do a certain kind of thing. You know, a family friend of mine still goes Pokemon Go hunting. He has a little group. You know, it's a thing. Like, they got a bunch of Facebook groups and meetup apps and things like that for it, and he still goes with them. And there's people that he, you know, talks to that has that thing in common that are now friends of his. So, you know, there's like an energy here, but I can't tell what that thing is. Like, what kind of group, or what is it? Or is it really just you going out consistently and exploring and, you know, living life? They kind of say, like, explore your city. So many people want to travel, and then drive themselves into debt for a 3-day long trip. Can't even go for long enough to really feel out the space. It's like you spend more time on the plane than you did in that hotel, or you did in that city. And they drive themselves into debt trying to get away from a town that they haven't even explored. So with you guys, I feel like you're doing with what you have. Doing with what you have. We have meditate or pray on it and just the way you are. So I feel like Spirit is telling you, ask for strength, ask for courage, ask for the desire and the drive to go outside of your comfort zone and try something different. Ask that you meet people who love you just the way you are, because I feel like you are, period. You're meeting people who, just the fact that you've shown that vulnerability and that courage to go talk to people, people are letting you in. You'd be so surprised how humanity is still intact. You know, social media makes us feel like, oh, things are a certain kind of way that they really aren't. Like, you go out and you live real life and you see there's angels everywhere. It's not rare. It's not rare to meet an earth angel. It really is not. Angels are everywhere in people. So I love this reading. I see you connecting with people, and we have Speak Your Mind. So there's an energy of you being able to communicate how you feel and your opinion being valued. And also, I definitely feel like that's touching on the meditate or pray on it. Tell Spirit how you're feeling and what you want. Even if you feel trapped, ask Spirit for liberation, ask Spirit for help, ask Spirit for connection, ask Spirit for experience and love and fun and to experience, like, to be in it, you know. Out of sight, out of mind, throw caution to the wind, secret admirer. Honestly, I feel like you're going to have a couple secret admirers. I see you meeting a lot of people, and it definitely feels like more of a friendship level than romantic. You're meeting people, and of course, the romantic energy will start to build from there. But meeting people in real life, it's just different than meeting people like on an app or, you know, from social media or in a curated environment. When you're meeting people, usually they do start off as friends first, you know, even if you're attracted to them, and then they kind of grow, and you're allowing it to grow. You're allowing, like, man, the rest of this year is going to be about the experience for you guys. You're living. You are living. And I love it. I absolutely love this energy. Anything else from this deck for them, Spirit? We have Ask a Friend. So maybe you have a friend that would be willing to do this with you. If you have someone that you've been feeling really stuck with and you both use each other for support, asking them, like, hey, let's do this. Can you go with me? Like, let's try this. Let's just do it. Or that can be, of course, asking your angels and spirit for guidance. That's the main thing. It keeps coming up, like ask for support, ask for what it is that you need that can make this process easier, better, or possible for you. And I want to say don't focus on the money either, because it's crazy how we really feel like money is the solution to all our problems. Money has rarely been a solution to the problems that I've had, truly. A lot of the things that have come through for me personally have come through a connection, have come through help, have come through serendipity, and then something happens where I actually don't need that thing that I needed money for because now I have this, you know. Especially if you've just been hitting a wall, maybe, you know, right now with the current circumstances. I just looked over and I realized another card flipped over. With the two other cards, current circumstances that you have, like maybe the money is not in a, like, you know, in flow. You're not in flow with money. So instead of asking for money, I would say, you know, try to ask for something else. But we have out of the blue. So romance for you, I feel like you're going to meet someone really special. I feel like spirit doesn't want to overwhelm you as well. You have a secret admirer, but we also have out of the blue and ask a friend. So make sure you're communicating with spirit along the way as far as what it is you want, what it is you're looking for. Make this a process. And like I said, try not to focus too much on money. Look at this, breaking free and ready to mingle. Exactly. I see you mingling. I see you meeting people. I see you like having this whole new zest for life, and you're being connected with people that get you places that you couldn't have gotten even if you paid money. You know, money can't get you into every place. Money can't get you into a private event. You have to get invited by people. So you have to meet people. And the places or the meetings where you really do meet like wealthy people, it's word of mouth. As like someone in the general public, if you want to look for someone wealthy or with resources or a certain kind of person in high society, really the only things that you can go to where you'll maybe rub elbows with, you know, some upper, you know, people who are respected, whatever, is maybe like a charity event or whatever. You can pay to get into those, but they're so stuffy. They're so stuffy, and it's hard to like genuinely make long-lasting connections there. It can be done, but telling you the way to do it is through allowing yourself to experience. And you can find someone with money anywhere. You think people with money sit around at the places where they will most likely be a target? No. And also, people with money and resources crave true experiences, not experiences that they're having just because they're rich, you know. So anyways, spirit, what else can you tell me for group 3, the rest of the year in love? So what I got for you guys so far, expressing yourself, speaking your mind is very important. Meditating, communicating with your guides, allowing spirit to be a part of this process all throughout the way. I see a liberation happening rather quickly. Oh, we also got baby bump and abundance of love. I don't think I talked about those. A lot of fertile energy, something new coming in, and a lot of options. I mean, we got secret admirer, we got reconciliation that didn't come up. We'll look in the tarot, but didn't come up. It's a thing though. Getting to know each other, a lot of people, a lot of heart-to-heart conversations. Your life is like kind of like doing a 180. It's just like changing on all levels. Yeah, we got the 7 of coins in reverse. So I feel like the more you experience the new, the more you crave it. 3 of swords in reverse is a healed energy. You're healing through finally having new experiences to take you out of that world where you still feel attached to your past pain. And we have the 7 of coins in reverse. This reminds me of like, you know, when I was in high school for my senior year, I switched cities and I ended up in a whole new city. So I had to completely start over. And the excitement of starting over a new year in a new place, like with new experiences and a cooler city, outweighed like the little breakup I did with my, you know, high school little boo. And I was really sad about that. But at the same time, it was just such like a weird energy because I had so much to like really be excited for, that the pain that I probably would have went through if we just broke up and then I had to see them every day at school, or if we just broke up and I didn't have anything new happening, it was just like we're broken up, the pain I would have experienced would have been significantly different had I not had all that newness going on. So you can be healed through just replacement of life, you know, replacement of people, of energies, you know. It's easier to lose a friend if you have a new one that you really resonate with, or a lover, whatever. So we have the Hanged Man. Honestly, 7 of Coins in reverse. Before, I feel like you may have held on to this reconciliation person because you had so much built with them and you spent so much time with them. But it's easy to let go and surrender to the new when there's so many good things happening in your life, you know, moving forward. 3 of Swords in reverse, like you're not hurt, you're healed or healing through these new connections, people, experiences. We have the Queen of Swords and the 7 of Cups. So you're actually getting to this place where you're feeling like, I got options, I'm hot shit, like I feel good about myself. Queen of Swords, I'm deserving. I feel your friends gassing you in a way where it's like not direct. It's not like, oh, you're the bomb, yas queen, yas king, whatever. It's more like, because of them truly respecting your opinion by action, by listening to you and inviting you and including you and supporting you and seeing you, it's allowing you to see yourself for who you've always wanted to be and who you truly are, which is a person of value who deserves to experience new and love and have fun. We got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this next phase, the rest of the year, is all about you. We can't ignore the elephant in the room though, you guys. It's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable. We got the 5 of Cups in reverse. It won't be that uncomfortable. We got the very soon card. Things will change for you very quickly. But the elephant in the room is that I did see you going out quite a bit and trying new things. So if you were to just kind of stick to your normal routine, that will influence how much of this you will experience. I feel like Spirit will kind of give you, especially if you start to communicate to Spirit what it is you're looking for and set that intention. If you start to tell Spirit, this is what I want, you'll have opportunities to have that, but it won't be nearly as jam-packed and cool and fun as all of this if you were to fully surrender. So you are in control of how much of this you experience. It could be 2 times by the end of the year where you get to have a night or a weekend where you hang out with new people and it's fun because you got some sort of invite that came through by, you know, Spirit bringing in something. Or it can be a total life change. That part is up to you. So just know that. But we got the 9 of Cups. I see you guys feeling fulfilled, respected. I'm not picking up on you getting in a relationship by the end of this year. I see you getting to know a lot of people and weighing your options. I don't see you giving yourself to anyone. I see you finally being able to heal from a situation with this person you may have been holding on to too long. Yeah, 8 of Coins in reverse. It's like, all right, I can let this go. I can release this. I can allow this to be a thing of the past. But I also don't see you committing to anyone. And also I feel like because so many people are kind of interested and you have secret admirers and you're respected and you feel different about yourself, that's also kind of making you feel like, well, let me see what else may come through. Like, I don't want to make a decision too quick. We're just getting started. Like, we just got to the party. So, Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 3? Purification. Yeah, and that energy really ties into like where you've been in the past, feeling so stuck financially, mind, body, and soul. You've been kind of stuck. You know, your finances have really affected you, and we have the Voyage card. So I still see you traveling, maneuvering, getting invited to places and being taken care of, getting to experience things without having to invest. It's like you are the investment. And that's the thing, like, I love it. I just love it. You are the thing. You know, you are the thing that people are excited about. People are inviting you for you, not for anything that you bring to the table. They're not expecting, they just like you, and it just is what it is. So this is like that, the end of the movie where the character, she goes out into the rain and she gets rained on and she's like, oh yeah, I just feel so free, wow. It's like that purification energy over you and your life. It's very dramatic and like movie-like in that way because it really is so cool and so unexpected. But yeah, I don't see you choosing anyone. I see you having multiple offers and you'll start dating by the end of the year, like going on dates, but I do not see you picking anyone. So you're keeping your options open. that is what I got for you. My Etsy is linked in the description below. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I got for you today, group 3. I'll talk to you soon. All right, group 4. With the Amazonite crystal point, this is your reading, tapping into the rest of the year in love, using the Gilded Tarot Royale for you today. That is not cooperating. Let's see. Okay. Spirit, this is for group 4. Show me the overview of the rest of the year. And then we'll go from there. What is the overview? What are the main things happening? Ooh. I feel like this is my group that has been single for a long time, and I'm getting an energy of someone like, and you better say what I'm looking for. I get this energy with you guys where you have had your eye on the prize for a long time. You've known what you've been looking for, and you likely went into a optional hermit mode. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like you guys intentionally took time to step out of the dating scene, or to just take yourself out of the mix, to spend some time alone. Whether it's you're getting your money up because that was the problem for you, or whether it was healing, or whether it was doing shadow work, inner child work, or whether it's just you needed a break, you weren't involved, you didn't feel called to dating, whatever. I do feel like it was intentional, and you intentionally retreated. We have you are lovable at the bottom of you deserve love. So you're in this place where you're feeling pretty good. Like, I'm not getting a low vibrational, jaded, bitter energy. I get this energy where it's like, okay, I'm ready. And I know what I'm looking for. Don't want the foolishness, but you know that you deserve love. You know you're a good person. You've done the work, essentially. And then we have romantic feelings and past life relationships. So what you're manifesting will definitely be a result of that. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. I feel like that's perfect for you. Someone who is gonna feel like home kind of right away. Someone who you already have past life energy with, so your souls know each other. It'll be easier to communicate or to move forward with a past life relationship because you already have experience. It's in your DNA. So romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. I see you guys are making a connection with a past life lover. And I feel like it's so perfect because you've taken the time and you haven't settled for anything else. Like, you haven't entertained anything, you know, that would be lesser. Like, you've really kept your eye on the prize and been super focused about what it is that you want, what it is you're trying to do. We got flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So yeah, this is what I see for you guys. I see you opening yourself up to dating again after a period of intentional hermit mode. For a very few of you, maybe, you know, spirit kind of sat you down, sat you out. It could have been something that kind of forced you not to be able to date, you know, I don't know, a financial situation, some sort of physical something. We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yep, absolutely. That is spot on. That is spot on exactly what I'm feeling for you guys. You guys really took the road less traveled, okay? A lot of people, you know, feel like they're making progress and they're doing something because they're putting themselves out there and they're dating people, but it's just like you're just exposing yourself to a bunch of people who you're potentially not in alignment with. So you're not necessarily making any sort of progress, but it feels like you are. With you guys, you're like, you worked on yourself and you're healing. So can't nobody say that you're a loose cannon, you got all this baggage and whatever, and you know, whatever that they have to deal with, because you've learned to deal with your stuff yourself. You've also worked on your magnetism and your belief, your inner knowing, so you know love will come to you. You know that you deserve love. And also your magnetism, you know, you are healthy and whole, so you would be great for anyone to be with. You're a magnet for what it is that you want, because you have become it. Someone who can actually be a good partner to someone else, someone with actionables. They know what to do when things get tough and when things are good. I just feel like you've done the work, you know, whatever that is. And then whatever the other thing is, whether it's, you know, finances or something like that, I feel like you have a plan for that as well, or that's finally starting to do better. So, you know, this is where you are. All right, Spirit, show me in more detail the rest of the year in love. So far, it's looking like a little bit of a hermit mode. You're coming out of that though. You're feeling really good. You're attracting a past life relationship. You are likely getting in a relationship. There's a higher level of commitment that's happening before the end of the year. And then we also have this flirt energy. So I'm seeing a little period of time where you're dating or going on dates, opening yourself up. So, you know, talking to different people before you get locked in with this past life relationship. Or maybe you're doing that to keep yourself calm during the past life relationship, so you don't put all your eggs in one basket, or you don't take someone too seriously, or put more pressure than you should on a connection that you really care about. So you could be, you know, dating just, or flirting, you know, dating around just to kind of keep your emotions at bay. Spirit, what else is going on for group form? Really? Now that's actually shocking. I'm going to see what that's talking about. But we got the FWB card here. Some of you may feel like, you know what, I'm ready to have some fun. So that could be accurate. But the energy that I got from you guys from the beginning is like, you are not with the foolishness. You're like, listen, don't come to me and say no BS. I'm not hearing it today. That's not what I'm here for. You know what I'm looking for. And so I would be surprised. But some of you, you know, if that's naturally how you feel, do what you need to do. Go with how you feel. But that kind of surprised me. I'm like, really? Group 4? I'd expect that from like group 1, no shade. Let's see. Yeah, long-term relationship shock. So I feel like this is what it is. Oh, this makes sense too, because we have indecent proposal, intruder, and let's take a break. We also have manifesto, so a lot of communication coming from a specific person, someone who likely knows you. So this could be a past friends with benefits that's like, hey, oh, you're going out again. I can see you posting, or I can see you, maybe they see you out. That would make actually perfect sense to me if this was talking more about a past energy, but you know, apply it whatever way. Manifesto, intruder, friends with benefits. Someone is kind of intruding on your process. And I honestly don't feel like this is talking about just one person too. You guys are in such a magnetic energy. It's like a porch light in the middle of a country, you know, road. Oh, you're going to see all sorts of moths and flies and creatures of the night and whatever else is out there, child. And that is you now that you've become a magnet. So, yeah. That doesn't at all surprise me that someone is attracted to you again, and I feel like they may see you in person. But we have let's take a break and indecent proposal. So you guys have been on a break, and the thing about indecent proposal, that it's indecent. It's like out of the blue. It doesn't seem well thought out. It doesn't seem intentional. It just kind of seems like spur of the moment, sporadic, anxiety based or control based, because it's just like, okay, they're making you some sort of offer, but it doesn't seem like well thought out and put together, and you know, like it just feels very quick and cheap, you know. So the friends with benefits may be like, you know, even though you guys have been on a break for a while, friends with benefits coming back, they can see you're out, they may physically see you out, or they can feel that you're out and about again, open again. Because when you have a friends with benefits or you're intimate with someone, you create that soul tie, so they can feel your energy, especially if there's someone like a friends with benefits that you went to see a lot. So they can feel your energy opening up, or they may like have you on their mind and they, you know, finally reach out. But it feels like they're offering you something very quickly. It's indecent. It's like, where is this coming from? I feel like it is likely because you're moving on and you're opening yourself up and they don't want to lose their control, or situation with you is like, oh, you're open again, you were the best FWB I ever had, like let's give this a whirl again. I don't think you're looking for that. We have long-term relationship and shocked. So you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised at how quickly you kind of end up in a long-term relationship. But I'm feeling like you guys held out. Like, this is my group where it's like you'd have the people, you know how you see those comments and it's like, man, I've been single for 3 years and I've been doing this and this, or you know, hear people sharing their story like, been single for 5 years, da 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 da. This is like that group where I feel like you guys really have spent a period alone intentionally, not because spirit forced you, but intentionally, or you've been single for a while. So we got fun times with friends and positive thinking. I see you doing your thing. You're enjoying your life. Nothing about this feels like forced or worrisome. I feel like you guys are more open and believing that the best of the best is on its way to you than you ever have been, or than you have been in a long time. That's so funny because the Tower was at the bottom of the deck, and I was going to point it out, but I didn't. I'm like, okay, well, let me shuffle the cards, and then it came out. So I was drawn to that for a reason, and I saw that before your spread when I just like put the cards over here and started with the romance decks. I saw it right away and I was like, okay, let me not start the reading with Tower energy if it's not theirs. But that's interesting that that's the card at the bottom of the deck, and then it comes out, the first tarot card from the deck. A lot of change energy. And I feel like you guys are at a place where you don't fear anything. Like, the Tower doesn't scare you. And that's a journey that a lot of people go through. They're like, the Death card in the tarot deck? I love the Death card. Like, you'll see people are like, oh, the Tower? That's a party. And I feel like that's where you guys are because of how much you've gone through. So we got the Seven of Cups in reverse. You're surprisingly not jumping to a relationship with anyone, even with this past life relationship card, which is funny because I was feeling that energy. Like, some of you guys are kind of dating while this is unfolding. Even though it's a super strong, intense, passionate past life relationship, you're still not taking them like they're the best thing since sliced bread. Like, you're making them prove themselves. You're not getting geeked and excited and giddy about anybody. It's like, you need to prove yourself to be, you know, who you say you are, or I'm not gonna decide that you're that, because if you haven't proven to be that, there's no evidence to say that you are that. So we have the Three of Cups. I see you having a good time, whatever that means for you, because I was gonna say going out, celebrating, I was hearing as well. But for some of you, you're not a go out kind of girl, go out kind of boy, go out kind of person. You're someone who likes to, you know, do something that may require you to be inside. So this doesn't necessarily mean you guys are going out and whatever, but I see you having fun, enjoying your life. With the Three of Cups, you're enjoying your life. I just heard again. So maybe your life has been so boy crazy, girl crazy, you know, recently. Like, you've been so focused on, so focused on dating that you took this period off, and it really did change like your whole view of life and your whole intention. Like, you just don't do that anymore. You don't hyperfixate on anything. So we have the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Spirit, clarify this Nine of Swords. Mistake, I just heard. I made a mistake. We didn't get any cards of reconciliation besides this Friends with Benefits, the Judgment card, Ace of Wands in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse, and the High Priestess. There is a cycle that you know that you haven't fully closed, you guys. With the Eight of Cups in reverse and the High Priestess, it's like, okay, I've healed from this situation, but it's still open. Or I let that person go long ago, but I still feel like we could have had something special. Ace of Wands in reverse and Judgment. The Judgment card is an opportunity by Spirit. So even if you're not feeling like it's appropriate to reach out to someone and let them know what you're thinking, like, hey, I still feel like there could have been something there. The Judgment card is Spirit coming in with an opportunity for you to still process whatever this is, you know, to handle this energy. So I I do see that there will be an opportunity. If there's like the one that got away, this person may be entering your life, or you may be seeing this person out and about, and you're able to close that cycle, because there's still, it could be like, okay, but what put me here? What put me in this place where I had to sit down and I really had to address my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, really had to grow as a person? You know, we have the 9 of Cups. It's like you genuinely are at a good place in your life. By the end of the year, you're feeling good, pretty confident. Wow, the Magician, and it came out sideways. It's kind of like, okay, but is there still something in the past, or do I want to manifest something new? You haven't fully decided what it is that you want yet, because every stone is not turned. You know, there's still things and questions that you have that are just sitting on you, and there's no point to guilt yourself about this. Like, if you feel that, you're feeling that for a reason, so you might as well just freaking face it. We got the 7 of Wands. Like, 7 of Wands is more than halfway through, but still a pretty difficult, heavy part of the journey. We have the Moon. You know, you cannot sit with this confusion forever. You might as well just, especially once the opportunity comes to you, once you have the opportunity and the ability to really put a close to the situation or explore it, might as well just go ahead and do that. We got the Sun card and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit, tell me about the King of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, not the card flying across the room. Mental conflict. It's almost an energy of not knowing what's good for you. It's so tricky. It's because it's confusing, because you're extremely, like, you're in a good, healthy place, but you're still confused about the situation. And it's like, well, if I've really made all the progress that I feel like I've made, why am I so confused about this? We have the Sun card here. At the end of the day, you want to be happy. You want to live your life. And I say face it. You know, I say initiate it. We have heartache and loss and temptation. So you're tempted to go back to the past. Honestly, this could be an energy of you're doing great, doing great, doing great. You know, it could be triggering from this person. Maybe they get a girlfriend, boyfriend, person immediately after they were just asking to be with you, and you thought like, wow, you really had a connection with me, but like, what's going on? Something is pulling you back. It's a person, it's a stone left unturned. It is something that you have a question about. You'll see this, obviously it's gonna play out, so you'll see it in real time what it is. If you can't think of what this could possibly be about, because I feel like it depends. It's different for most of you. We have transformation. So regardless, you're growing, you're evolving. And I just feel like it's a process. It's the next leg of the journey for you here. We also have discontent and boredom. So you guys, this one just fell. Discontent and boredom. You may just be like used to toxic, or you know, things always being hectic, and with, you know, past life relationship happening with, it's just like you may be used to creating some drama, so you may slip back into old habits. We got heart chakra and love begins, number 4 and number 1. If any of those numbers are significant, we got another 4 here with discontent and boredom. There's an energy of love beginning with this past life relationship, but it's hard to surrender to a love that is this strong when there's still something of the past, regardless of what happened and how that person may have treated you, when there's still this thing of the past that hasn't fully been resolved, or, you know, like we haven't fully decided what it is we're doing, or, you know, something here. We have positive movement forward and patience and planning. So Spirit is really kind of telling you to be patient with yourself, to allow the journey to unfold, to take things as they come. But I do feel like there's still some surprises that are gonna come up, like some things that are genuinely going to shock you. Spirit, any advice for group 4? I just hear, you know, face it. I say face it. We have a romance and spiritual connection. Spiritual connection says a relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. I love it. I love when the cards confirm what we get. Past life relationship. Romance, lavish the one that you love with personal attention and affection. Yeah, so Spirit is like, you know, handle that situation, face it. I'm not going to take these. Spirit is like, handle that situation from the past, face it head on. But allow yourself to love the person that's here, you know, trying to love you and give you what you want, give you what you need now, you know, show them that you appreciate them and allow yourself to move forward. Even if things are uncomfortable, even if it doesn't make perfect sense, that's something that kept me in a relationship significantly longer than I needed to be on my personal journey, because I wanted us to both agree that we should break up because we were so toxic and it was a hot mess. But whenever time it came to, okay, let's move on, we're toxic for each other, we're not a match, they just no. They just literally would just be like, no. And I'd be like, we're toxic for each other, and they'd be like, no. Okay, but you were just yelling at me 5 minutes ago because you hate me. No. But when it came to the breakup, they just wouldn't meet me halfway. So I think that's going to be a part of your journey as well, learning that unfortunately not everyone is going to agree with your decision, but you still have to make the decision that's best for you. And at the end of the day, you are not responsible besides anybody but you. You did not come into this world with that person. You're not going to leave this world with that person. They are not your responsibility. Leave it to God. And that's what I got for you, group 4. The rest of your year in love. My Etsy shop is linked in the description below. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I got for you guys today. I'll talk to you soon.